Hello, lighthouse makers. We are going to make a lens for our lighthouse. So you're going to need your pencil, an eraser, scissors, your glue, and what I recommend is finding one of those 3" by 3" Post-it pads, if you have one of those, or just find a ruler. So what we're going to do is we are going to make a lens. It's going to go up here in the top of the lighthouse and sit up there, and that's what the light is coming out of. Now, typically these are glass, but we're gonna make one out of just some white paper. If you have other papers at your house that you'd rather make this out of, by all means, go right ahead. That's fine. Okay, let's get started. Now, first thing we wanna do is, if you have the square, go ahead and line up your square in the corner of your paper. Why wouldn't you just put it in the middle? Because look, 2 sides are already cut out for me. Why would I make more work for myself and trace all 4 sides and then cut all 4 sides when I could just do it in 2? Work smarter, not harder, right? Now, this is one way to just make a square. Another way to make a square, if you have a ruler, you ready? Start again. Find a corner, same thing again. Line up your ruler. You want this guy to be about 3 inches wide. So put it a little bit below the top of the paper. Mark your 3" right there. How tall do you make it? Well, if you use the Post-it trick from my other video, and that's 3 inches tall, then that's how tall you make it. But if you didn't, you're gonna need to get a ruler and measure it. If you don't have a ruler, do this. Ready? Line up your paper, the top, the bottom of your lighthouse, and then go all the way down here. See, this is the white paper is what's gonna go in that space, right? So it'll start right there. It'll end right here. So you make yourself a mark right there. And that tells you how tall it is. Neat trick, right? Okay, so then find a straight edge. Again, you didn't have a ruler, remember? And do your best to just draw using a straight edge, a line across. You can do a line down, of course, and then cut it out, and you've got yourself another square. Okay, lots of ways to make a square. Let's get started with our lens. Once you have your square, you are going to fold it in half. Go ahead and crease it. The way a lens works is it starts curved. It's kind of like your eye. If you had a cross section of your eye and you were looking at your eye from the side, it would be curved. So what we're gonna do is start a little ways in. If you were wondering, like, well, how much? You can use your finger. Put your finger right there. Make a little mark on the other side of your finger. Same thing over here. Make a mark on the other side of your finger. It does not have to be exact top to bottom because we are making this, of course, by hand. And go out. When you get halfway up the paper, that's where you turn around and gently start coming back and meet up with the line you made. Okay. That is gonna be the first lens. Now, I want for you to cut directly, like straight in. How far down do you go? Remember the finger trick? Here we go. Put your finger at the top. Make a mark. So that's how far down. Do the same thing at the bottom. Remember, you can always pause if this is going too fast. Now we're gonna cut in about 1/2 inch. About that much. Not much. Do it on the other one. And then look at your lines. See if your lines kind of match up across from each other. Good, you got it? Okay, so now what you're gonna do, ready? go to this bottom cut and you're gonna cut again another curve from that line to that line. Weird, right? We're gonna do it one more time. Finger. Now put it under that line and make a mark underneath. If this isn't working out and your size is different, not working with your fingers, just improvise. I cut in the same amount as I did before. Remember how much I cut there? It was like 1/4 of an inch. Same thing here. Same thing here. I'm gonna cut a curve out right there. Yeah, it's smaller. That's okay. That's the whole idea. That's how these work. Cool. Now, when you open this up, see all these pencil markings? We're gonna want that to be the back. Look what you made. Does yours look like that? Okay, if you're saying no, it's okay. Just get another square. Try again. Don't worry. Redo. You can't always be expected to get everything right the first try. If you did get it, awesome. Let's glue it into our picture. So it's gonna go right there. Yay. Make sure you're putting it the same distance away from the edge on one side, on the other side. Look at that. If you want to hold it there while you lift up some of it, put the glue on the back of the lens. Don't put the glue up here in the sky because you might miss. And then you'll just have glue everywhere. You don't want that. And you don't need a lot. All right. If you miss some spots, sometimes I miss the corners, get in there and get those spots. Okay, now you got your lens. Nice. Now, if you didn't like it that tall, if you don't like it touching the top, you can make another one. You can make it shorter, however you want to do it. If you want to draw on it, draw the circle in the mark. If you want to draw the lines across with your pencil, that would look really good. Whatever you decide you want to do is fine. All right, great job.